Om Agnantimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurummitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahiyam Dadanti Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathantitam Tam Sajivam Savadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padana Shahagana Lalita Sri Visakhantitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tatpakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudichyata Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nitya Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavata Uttam Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtaki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Today we are reading from Canto 1, Chapter 11, Lord's Entrance into Dwarka, text number 4 and 5. Tatropanitabhalyo Ravirdeepam ivadratha Atma Ramam Purnakamam Nijlabhena Nityada Tatropanitabhalyo Ravirdeepam ivadratha Atma Ramam Purnakamam Nijlabhena Nityada Prityu Utphala Mukha Prochur Harsh Gadgadaya Gira Pitram Sarva Suhardam Avitaram Iswa Arabhakkaha Prityu Utphala Mukha Prochur Harsh Gadgadaya Gira Pitram Sarva Suhardam Avitaram Eva Arbakaha. Word to word translation. Tatra, thereupon, Upanita, having offered, Balyaha, presentations, Raved, up to the sun, Dipam, lamp, Eva, like, Artha, being evoluted, Atmaram, unto the self-sufficient, Purnakamam, fully satisfied. Nijalaben by his own potencies. Nityada, one who supplies incessantly. Priti, affection. Utpalamukh, cheerful faces. Prochur, sad. Harsha, gladdened. Gadgadaya, ecstatic. Gira, speeches. Pitram, unto the Father. Sarva, all. Suhadam, friends. Avitram, the guardian. Eva, like. Arbakaha, words. Translation. The citizens arrived before the Lord with their respective presentations, offering them to the fully satisfied and self-sufficient one, who, by his own potency, essentially supplies others. These presentations were like the offering of lamb to the sun. Yet the citizens began to speak in ecstatic language to receive the Lord, just as words welcome their guardian and father. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The Supreme Lord Krishna is described herein as Atmaram. He is self-sufficient, and there is no need for him to seek happiness from anything beyond himself. He is self-sufficient because he is very transcendental. His very transcendental existence is total bliss. He is eternally existent. He is all cognizant and all blissful. Therefore, any presentation, however valuable it may be, it is not needed by him, but still because he is the well-wisher for one and all, he accepts from everyone everything that is offered to him in pure devotional service. It is not that he is in want for such things, because the things are themselves generated from his energy. The comparison is made herein that making offering to Lord is something like offering a lamp in worship of the sun god. Anything fiery and illuminating is but an emanation of the energy of the sun, and yet to worship the sun god, it is necessary to offer him a lamp. In the worship of the sun, there is some sort of demand made by worshipper. But in the case of devotional service to the Lord, there is no question of demand from either side. It is all sign of pure love and affection between the Lord and devotee. The Lord is the supreme father of all living beings, and therefore those who are conscious of this vital relation with the God can make filial demands from the Father. And the Father is pleased to supply the demands of such obedient sons without bargaining. The Lord is just like a desired tree, and from him everyone can have everything by the causeless mercy of the Lord. As the Supreme Father, the Lord, however, does not supply to pure devotees what is considered to be a barrier to the discharge of devotional service. Those who are engaged in devotional service of the Lord can rise to the position of unalloyed devotion service by his transcendental attraction. We are reading Lord's arrival to Dwarka from Hastinapur. In last chapter, we were reading about Lord's departure from Hastinapur and Lord's devotees in Navidabhav. Now, in these verses, we are reading about happy feeling after Vida is over. Lord was away from Dwarka for a very long time to participate in Kurukshetra war and then installing Yudhishthir Maharaj as the king of Hastinapur. Citizens of Dwarka been waiting for the Lord for a very long time. So by seeing him, seeing the Lord after so long, they are having some feeling, same feeling as the person who hasn't drunk the water for many, many days and sees the water in front of him. So they were very eager to receive the Lord. In this verse, Lord is called Atmaram, Purnakamam. Lord is self-sufficient and fully satisfied. So even Lord is Atmaram, Purnakam. Whatever he desires gets fulfilled by his Icha Shakti right away. So his Icha Shaktis are Gnan, Bal, and Kriya Shakti. So to accomplish something, even in this material world, we need knowledge, strength, and action. Gnan, Bal, and Kriya. If you have all three, then one only thing you need to do is Icha. So Lord does Icha or desire, and Gnan, Bal, and Kriya, they work in automation and produce whatever the Lord desires. So that is called Purna Kamam. Lord is completely satisfied and all the desires are always fulfilled. And such a person was offered with some small gifts by the citizen of Dwarka. Every person, according to their business status, brings small gifts for Krishna. Anything offered to Krishna is insignificant when we look at from our material eyes. That is just like offering Ganga's water back into the Ganga. That is the custom that we follow in India. The analogy given here is of someone trying to show a lamp to the sun. We know that the sun is the source of all the energy in the universe and has given the energy to the lamp also. And taking an energy from the sun and showing it to the sun is like making an offering to Krishna. So we can't really offer anything to Krishna that Krishna needs, but we can offer with love and devotion all the things that already belongs to Krishna. So all the offering by Dwarkavasis was done with priti, affection, and Utpala with the cheerful faces. Their hearts were filled with love and their faces were filled with joy and their voice were gadgada. Their voices were ornamented by the choked up words coming out of great happiness. So when we look from material eyes, it's just an offering. But when we look from the spiritual eyes, it is just the most beautiful thing. Just like Sudama offered some uncooked rice, it made Krishna so satisfied. There's stories that Krishna and Sudama were students at Sandipani Muni's ashram. One day, Guru Mata tells Krishna and Sudama to go to the forest and collect some firewood. She gives them some chickpeas to eat. When they go to the forest, very heavy rain comes. So both of them climb to the tree and waits for the rain to slow down. Sudama eats all the chickpeas without offering to Krishna. And because of this act, Sudama stays very poor for this most of the life. So now one day, Sudama's wife sends him to get some financial help from Krishna. Now Krishna is in a Dwarka. She goes, they didn't have anything to offer to Krishna. So Sudama's wife goes to the neighbor and borrows the handful of uncooked rice and gives it to Sudama to take it as a gift for Krishna. So Sudama goes to meet Krishna in Dwarka. When he gets there, Sudama was so ashamed to offer such a small gift to the Dwarkadis and also ask for the financial help. But Krishna understood his desire. He takes this rice forcefully from the Sudama, which he was trying to hide, and eats with great satisfaction. And another story that we know is that similar incidents, like when Sabri was offering the fruit to the Lord, she eats the fruits first, and if the fruit was sweet, then she offers to the Lord. So she was offering after tasting the fruit herself, and Lord is accepting the offering and eats with great satisfaction. And one more last incident that I remember is that when Vidurani, wife of Vidur, when Krishna goes to their home, Vidur was not home, so Vidurani offers some bananas to Lord. She throws the banana part out and feeds the banana skins to the Lord, and Lord was eating with great satisfaction. So Krishna is only looking for devotion of the person who is offering. Dwarkavasis gave small gifts, but they were given with great affection and love. Even in our personal life, someone gives us something with great affection. It stays in our heart for very, very long time. And also in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Patram puspam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tad aham bhakti haritam asnami pratyatmanaha. If one offers me with love and devotion, a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it. Lord mentions bhakti 2 times in this verse because that is what he's looking for. He does not need a ghee lamp, incense, flowers, foods. What he is looking for is bhakti, love, and devotion in which we offer. Then he accepts the offering. He does not need it. Everything belongs to him, but he accepts the offering and blesses us and gives us back as a prasadam. So Krishna is asking for not asking for anything, and we are not making offering to get something from Krishna, and that is called pure devotion to him. We are simply offering out of the love for the Lord. In the devotional service to the Lord, there is no demand from either side. It is pure sign of love and devotion between Krishna and devotee. So this pure love and affection is very special thing, which you don't find easily in this material world. What do you see is that in this material world is, yes, I love you, but you have to do this and that, otherwise I don't love you anymore. But in a love for Krishna is unconditional. There are no conditions. So when we do attain that perfection of pure love and devotion, then everything becomes easier in life. What happens is Krishna becomes our helper rather than simply neutral witness of what is happening. When we are not devoted to Krishna, then he is neutral observer. He does not get involved in anything, but we are dedicated to Krishna, then he takes special interest. So living and living entirely he entity, it becomes very easier in this material world. Prabhupada writes in the purport, the Lord is a supreme father of living beings, and therefore those who are conscious of his vital relation with the God can make filial demand from the Father. So you can make demand from the Father now when you are in a same family because you are engaged in a devotional service. And what are the demands? We can only make demands just like Hanuman did. Only demand he asked from the Lord when Lord offered him anything he wants. He said, please protect me so I can always remain your devotee. That was the only demand. And Lord satisfied his demand, and he's still devotee of the Lord. So it says here that Lord is pleased to supply the demand of such obedient son without bargaining, as long as devotees sincerely serve the Lord without any material desire. Prabhupada also writes here, the Lord is like a desired tree, and from him everyone can have everything by the causeless mercy of the Lord. As the Supreme Father, the Lord, however, does not supply to pure devotee what is considered to be a barrier to the discharge of devotional service. So when devotee began to desire something that is obstacle to devotional service, then he will not supply. And Prabhupada says, those who are engaged in devotional service of the Lord can raise to the position of unalloyed devotional service by his transcendental attraction. So when we become attracted by everyday darshan of the deities, then we always stay engaged in a devotional service. But if we lose that attraction, then we have to struggle again. Devotees are able to get things done because they are completely dependent on Krishna, and Krishna helps them. So I will conclude with saying this, that tomorrow we are starting a new year, year 2021. It is going to be a very, very special year for our congregation. My request is to let's whole congregation, everybody come together and offer the Lord our time, income, network, energy, wealth, which is with the sincere devotion to build the temple that we are all been eagerly waiting for. This is like a lifetime opportunity for all of us. So do not miss out on it. Please come forward. Every little bit counts, and this would be the great, great offering to the Lord. Uh, thank you very much. I will conclude the class here. If anyone has any question, comments, suggestion, correction, are welcome. So we have good numbers of devotees today. Seems like we have this message is clear. What Prabhupada were trying to say in these verses. I see Premananda Mataji, if she wants to give some message for coming year to the congregation and devotees.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much. Appreciate you taking, I don't know how to say, I'm not sure if everybody in the group is aware of the dedication with which you have, completely given so much of attention to our project. And not just assisting with that, but also the amount of time and energy that it takes in doing something of this scale. It is unbelievable. It's a lot. It takes a lot from so many people to do what we are trying to do. I think that the gravity of it is, of course, from Krishna's perspective, we are all just tiny little specks. And from Krishna's perspective, anything he can manifest. You mentioned about his Kriya Shakti and Ichcha Shakti. And everything that is happening here is Krishna's own desire. And we have so much evidence for that. We have seen it again and again and again in so many things that we try to accomplish here in his service. But from material perspective, what we look, it may appear to be like a, huge endeavor to have like a $5 million second phase construction of this temple. And Krishna sees the affection or the love with which every devotee is wanting to have him preside in this temple. Then he will manifest every single thing that is necessary. And we have experienced this from the very beginning of the planning of this project. And I don't know how much need to be said with regard to this amazing opportunity that is presenting itself in front of us in our lifetime. And, our thought, our prayers, our wholehearted desire to please Krishna, our wanting to have him welcomed, with all the love that we can muster in our heart. These are all very, very important. And it's a very nice point that you brought out, that Krishna can manifest everything, but our love, it is the most important. And so it's not as from human perspective, human point of view, if you look at it, it will appear to be like a big endeavor to do this. But how do you do this? Not just by with our muscles or anything. It is with our whole focus and attention on this project, which is given to us at this time, for time where we are alive and well, and with a grateful heart, wholeheartedly thinking and praying, and having our entire energy focused on receiving the lordships in our temple. So much is needed. And there are so many things we have put together as we speak. I myself am involved in a very critical piece of this, still talking with the property trustees. I need the permission, and I need everybody's prayers and blessings. And then there are people like Damodara, Lila, Prabhu, and there's a whole team who are really non-stop doing everything they can, on the financial side and on the construction side and all of that. It's a lot going on here. May not be visible, but it will become visible in our monthly meetings. I think they have formed that committee, which is the temple committee. Become active participants in there. Keep yourself informed about what is going on here in this coming new year. When become part of that congregation committee, just to hear what is going on, offer your services with all your heart. Yes, we are all in this together, and that is the spirit I wanted to communicate today, that this is the time where we are really going to roll up our sleeves and get it done. And thank you so very much for so many things that you do. You are all to be highly appreciated. I'm very, very grateful for all of your presence here. But just speaking a little too much about this project, because this is the time for all our inner being or inner strength, or our appeal to Krishna to fully manifest. The strength of your prayers, the strength of your good wishes, the strength of your active participation, it all matters a lot. And so thank you so very much. I took a little time to speak about this because, yes, this is the new year. And I never understood too much about what is the big deal about, talking too much about a new year, New Year's Eve, something blasting in the middle of the air, or like 12 o'clock in the night and all. To me, I feel like every single day is a new year for us, because every single day there is so much to be done to please Krishna. But since the world celebrates this, welcomes this new year, that is the tradition for all of us. So I guess it's like a landmark or something. For us, it is a, much more of a significant beginning now, because a lot is happening and we need everybody together in this. And so thank you all for your patience hearing all this, which came to my mind. I didn't anticipate I was going to speak about it until Damodara Lila Prabhu asked me to, but I think it is important and it is very significant. And I really, appeal to you for all your prayers. And I'm very grateful for all of your presence in our lives, and wish you and your families all the best. in not only this new year, but in the years to come. And there is so much of problems that happened in the year 2020. Let us welcome the next year with a spirit of positive looking attitude, and think positive, act positive, and keep Krishna in the center, Guru and Krishna in the center, and pray to them constantly, and pray for the successful completion of this project by the end of this year. And so for that, we need everybody. So thank you again for your patience with me, and thank you again for everything that you do. Wish you all a wonderful, happy New Year 2021.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances to all glories to Srila Prabhupada. I want to thank you, Mataji, also for letting me do this service of managing the construction project. I always wanted to be a part of some project like that. I have tried similar project in Florida before moving here. I was part of it here, giving me opportunity. I feel very blessed. I will do my best. I'm fully focused and need a prayer from the congregation that we go through this project without any hiccups, or there are always some there, but we are ready to deal with it. Need your prayers. Please bless us, and wish you everybody coming year to be very successful in your devotional life.
I wanted to say one thing. I think with something which we do not speak too much, and because of that, others do not even know. From the time Damodara Lila Prabhu moved here, I have been working with him on this project consistently, and the amount of time and effort that has gone into this, and the amount of commitment that he has shown to provide me with anything that I ask for, it is something, I don't know, I never had any opportunity to speak in public about that, but maybe someday we all can have, once the temple is built, we will all gather together. It is consistent effort. It is the amount of time that is going into this is unbelievable. The amount of work, which is constantly, having me going in meetings and sorting out the problems, and what I appreciate about Damodar Lila Prabhu is like his response to every single thing that I ask. It's the same wavelength. If I ask, he will provide. There is never a time we had any delay in executing any single thing in this project, and that there are so many things that are happening every single day. And this is not something we can do like in a leisurely way. Okay, oh, she asked for that, and then I'll take another 2 weeks to provide that. No, it's never like that. It's unimaginable that a $5 million project we are doing without even an office, nothing. And it's like just random people like us working together. and working together means in a very prompt way. Every single issue that comes up, it needs immediately to be addressed. Immediately meetings need to be called for. And imagine this scale of a project. It's a building of this itself. It is not like a simple thing. There are so many issues and so many things which will need to be addressed in a very timely fashion. And I feel so confident from my experience with Damodar Lila Prabhu, working with him hand in hand. the more than maybe a couple of years now, and we have built the momentum, and there is more on the construction side. Me and him, we are most of the time, construction side, dealing with that, and it requires a lot of attention to details. And I feel so blessed that Krishna brought him here back from Wisconsin at the correct time, that he gives his time and energy. And I think it is good for me to let you know, even though I have never spoken about this, that he works till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the night sometimes to reply to something which I have asked for. He has to run his business. He meets his commitment to classes and Bhakti Shastri and all those things. And in the middle of that, all these other things which he is responsible for, and we work together, he never delays. And I always concern myself with the devotees balancing their material and spiritual lives, and I have to constantly think of that also, to protect him, so that may Krishna protect him so that he don't overdo or overwork. And this is always my constant concern. I always think about that. And so I'm just sharing with you to a little bit of it, so that you understand that a lot of dedication which is required for this work is going into it. And I'm very grateful to Krishna that he's with me on the construction side of this project, and also always being there for addressing any issue. And financial thing is something by itself in a huge deal. Krishna did provide us with some wonderful devotees like Shyam Prabhu, who is spearheading that. But there are so many other people involved in this as well, and everything taken care of in a timely fashion. So please pray that these devotees like Damodara, Lila Prabhu, Shyam Prabhu, and the entire team, there is a group who are all fully dedicated way working their part, and you be part of that as well, offering your prayers and blessings, and staying together, and being energized to make this special offering to Krishna this year. And this is a lifetime project, no question about it. And Krishna is manifesting that. And your prayers are very, very essential at this time. Please keep this in your mind throughout this construction period and beyond. We still have a phase 3 to do, but we are praying, and we need all your prayers and strength. And wanted to thank Damodar Lila Prabhu for being with me and supporting and reciprocating and strengthening this project. Thank you all very much.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you very much for your kind words. Feel very blessed to work under your and Sivalava Prabhu's guidance from day one. So much is been done by so many devotees, like you mentioned. Shyam Prabhu is there. We have Pratibha Prabhu, Sandeep Prabhu, and whole team of devotees there. And the thing is that whenever I go to the temple, just even if I'm passing by, I do see that our new temple manifested is there. It's just it has to materially exist now, and it's time. So I thank all the devotees. Last few days I've been calling people. They are very helpful. They're coming forward, helping. So continue doing that, and let's work together in this coming year. And with everybody's help, everybody's guidance, everybody's blessing, we'll complete this project. Thank you very much. So we'll conclude the class here today. Vancha kalpatarubhashya kripa sindhu evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Hare Krishna.